Hey friends, we are setting goals today. Welcome back to my Chronically Cozy Life, where I share little snippets of my life with chronic pain and illness. And today we are going to be setting some goals. So in full transparency, this is the second time I'm filming this video. I let chaotic me on Tuesday film this without a plan, and she made like an hour and 30 minutes worth of like rambling content, which I mean probably wasn't awful, but nobody needs to listen to that. It was a lot, and I couldn't make it something usable, so we're refilming. But on the plus side, that means some of the things that I actually hadn't been sure on when I filmed the first time, I am now sure on. And one of those things is that I am going to be sharing my new digital planner with you guys. I am so excited about this. Okay, so I just like randomly got this idea. I mean, like I've had the idea before, but I just kind of like randomly got the idea of how I would make it work. Because I've been playing Stardew Valley a lot lately and it inspired me. So I went on my own little side quest and I built a new digital planner that has a cozy game feel to it. And so this is the year I'm going to turn all of my goals. And so this is the year that I'm going to just turn my life into a cozy little game. And I'm just going to go about completing all my little tasks to make my life nice and cozy. So I do realize that this is a pretty like niche product. So I wasn't sure if I was going to make it available, but I decided that I am. And better yet, I'm going to make it free because I may or may not be good at marketing my own products, but I'm going to try, and I'm going to try to include it in more of these YouTube videos. So I'm going to switch around the camera here and show you this planner because it's so freaking cute. Okay, so here it is. How cute is that? I'm in love with this. It's so amazing. Sorry about this like light situation, but all of the others are worse. So here it is. We're gonna just scroll through it. I've got a nice little welcome message here. My main menu page, which is also kind of a little bit of a legend for like what all of these, let's move this up. So it's got like a little menu up there, and that little main menu is on all of the pages, and those are all hyperlinked. And this is what all of those little symbols mean. And then we've got a little year calendar. So this is for 2025. And then a little bit of a space for you to write down any of the important events and stuff that you have coming up, or birthdays or anniversaries, whatever you have. Here's the quest tracker. Each one of these has 12 little squares for you to fill in as you reach your goals in each area every month. We've got a physical health tracker where I have some strength and endurance and nourishment challenges. I keep going to that. But I also did leave a little bit of space for you to write in your own. I've got some little strength challenges for each month. Just like they're so easy, these little challenges, but just to help you build some strength over the year. I did add in some blank pages so that you can create your own challenges if you want. I've got another one for that, where I left those blank spaces before, if you wanted to create a whole different thing, like a flexibility or yoga challenge kind of thing or something in here. I've got a little endurance challenge, which is just like a little walking challenge. And let's see, each one of these has like a little bit of a story that goes to it, and like the amount of steps that you'd want to get in a day to reach this challenge. How cute is this? I'm just like, oh my gosh. I'm just like so giggly over how adorable this is. Yes, and I made it myself and I still love it. I did do a blank page as well so you can fill in your own. The Nourishment Challenge, they're all like little like cozy meal ideas that you could try. And I did make a blank page again so that you can put in your own that you want to try. The mental health goals I have, like, so these are kind of the ideas that you're supposed to do, like each of these once a week at least to meet the goal. So I've got mindful moments, gratitude, connect with joy, check in with emotions, and an act of self-care. So whatever that feels like for you, but of course, your blank page in case you want to make your own. And this is my little tracker for the wellness journey specific. And I've got these little like levels. So like as you check off, like as you fill in each little honeycomb, you reach a new level. You guys can't see my face right now, but I'm like just smiling ear to ear at how adorable and how amazing this turned out. Since this was just like a full spur of the moment creation. This is my little skills page, so the little school here. So there's some different skills that I want to learn this year. So I thought that I needed a place to like track the progress of these skills. So I made 3. And each of them has its own page where you can write in the skill that you want and like some notes about it, an overview, whatever you need to put in there. And then the action steps that you're going to take as you go through and learn your skill. 3 of those pages. My little library page for like a reading tracker. And so you can fill in the little books as you read, and then you can fill in the information about the books. And of course, if you read more than this by any crazy chance, you can always just go boop boo and then like duplicate it, and then there you have more space for more. My cozy home section. So this is where you're gonna build your house. So you can, I made this part so you can draw in like a layout of your house and then fill it in as you declutter that area or update that area, whatever you want to do in that area of your house. I've got some little cozy tasks that you can do. So these are kind of some of the things that you can do through the year to make your house a little bit less cluttered, a little bit more cozy. And some of the things that like always get forgotten, like I'm pretty sure I've got changing the filter for your furnace in here somewhere. Those things that always get forgotten. And then of course, blank page. I'm a gardener, so I've got my garden crop planner here so that I can write out all of the different crops that I want. And then all of these are, it's like a little legend of like the colors you can fill it in. So you fill in like when you're going to want to start your seeds and transplant and direct sow. Sorry, I can see that this is very blurry, but I don't really know how to, ooh, there we go. It fixed itself. So you can fill in what you need to do when. And then a little garden planner. I have a relationship section because obviously you have to, and also I'm bad at maintaining relationships. So you can write in the like name of the person that you want to maintain a relationship with, and then fill in the little heart every time you do something with them or give them a little gift or whatever has you want to do to maintain that relationship every time you have a date night or whatever. Career section, obviously I've got this kind of broken down as in their quarters, so you can write in like your main goal for each month, the different tasks that you need to do to accomplish those. I've got, of course, all 4 quarters here. A little project planner, so like if you have one specific project that you're working on, you can map it all out. Got our finance section here with all of our little, this is my savings section, so you can fill in either with like a number as to how much you've saved or just fill it in saying that you have saved whatever. Bill tracker, you know, the important things. My little adventure page. How cute, right? So you can write in like whatever you want to do that's like a little adventure each month. I've got a lot of space in here for like a lot of little adventures and different things that you might want to do because there are a lot of things I want to do. Each season has its own quest planner because I like to write bucket lists for the seasons, and you can see my I have a winter and a fall bucket list so far on my blog that I will drop links for in below. And then we get into our actual planner page. Look at how cute that is. So you have your main quests here, your little calendar where you can fill everything in, and then some lists, more lists, always the lists. I love lists. I have so many lists. And then each month's weekly pages. So you've got you can go through your week here and write down your main tasks. At the top, we have a habit section. So all of those either health habits or mental health habits, home list, meals, work, and then some just like spots to write down your adventures, your relationship things, your finances, etc., etc., etc. And then, so each month has one, and then you're just going to want to duplicate for however many you want, because Canva literally wouldn't let me create that many pages, and I just haven't figured out how to do so otherwise yet. But this is free, so you can duplicate pages. So each one has its own, and they're all like a little bit different, full cute things. I've got my spring, April, and then, woo, I overloaded it. At the very end, oh my gosh, I love this one. This one's so cute. Can't swipe. At the very end, I've got a little year-end review section that you can fill in. And that is my cozy little planner. Yeah, so I'm really excited about this. I've even done some updates on it since I filmed that first video. So please do check it out. I've dropped all the links below. You just have to sign up and it will be sent to you in an email. It's sent to you as a PDF file that you can download onto your computer or onto your iPad. I'm assuming you can also print it if you want, if you don't want to use it as its own thing. However, that would be a little bit harder. I might consider making a printable version. I don't know. Leave it in the comments below. Let me know what you think of it. Let me know if it's something you're going to use. Give me some feedback. I would love it because I made this. I'm putting this out there. I'd like to know what you guys think of it. Anyways, so all of that is what I've used to decide my goals for the year. And yes, I have a lot of them. And it sounds kind of crazy, but also there's just little life things. You can't just set one goal a year because there's just so many different aspects of life that you have to look at. So I'm going to do this with a lot less ramble than I did last time, because now I'm not trying to figure out my goals. I have them written down already. So I'm going to go through this and just tell you what I'm working on this year. One of the biggest goals is obviously to keep this YouTube channel going, and all of this is going to be what you will see in this coming year on my YouTube channel, because these are the things that I want to document for myself and how I'm holding myself accountable to my goals. So here we go. First, health. My health is always a huge struggle for me, obviously being chronically ill and having a ton of different chronic pain issues. Health is always top priority and also biggest struggle. So I have been feeling like I'm just really not doing enough for myself lately. I'm not taking action as much as I should be, mostly because I have been struggling with some increases in symptoms lately, but hopefully I can counteract that, and hopefully I can get back into a little bit better of a routine where I am moving a little bit more. So my main goals are doing yoga 2 times a week, at least 2 to 3 times a week, walking with my pup at least 3 times a week. I would really like also to just make this a thing where I get out more and go explore more of my city with my pup. And strength training, like proper strength training with weights. Eventually, I'm going to start with body weight strength because that's better, but actually trying to build strength at least 1 time a week. I don't think that's too much. I know I can do it. The hardest part is really staying consistent when you constantly have different symptoms knocking you off track. But the goal is just to do as much as I can, the best that I can, and just taking it day by day. If you want to see more of that, comment below. I'm going to say that for every one of them. Please do comment below if you want to see more of how I am managing my health, because I want to know what kind of content you want to see. Next is nourishment, which is sort of in the physical health section, but also slightly different, because feeding myself is actually a struggle in itself. Being that I live with chronic pain and chronic illness, and I'm just literally constantly tired, that makes it really hard. But also on top of that, I am neurodivergent, and I just have a lot of food issues. I'm a little picky on food. I like to eat the same things all the time, which is probably not the most nourishing things. And I feel like I don't want to deal with food most of the time. It's just a problem for me. But I used to really like cooking. Before I had to do it for 3 meals plus snacks every day, all day, I used to really like cooking, and I really liked baking and trying new recipes, and I want to get back to that. So my nourishment goals this month are to make monthly meal plans so that I don't have to think so much about it every day. And I want to try at least 3 new recipes a month. So I don't think that that's too much. I think that that will hopefully reinvigorate some joy in cooking, because I'm trying some new things. And I hope that the monthly meal planning will take some of the pressure off of trying to figure out what I want to eat every day. I've never really done monthly meal plans though, so we're going to be learning. If you want me to share those, please comment below. Next is mental health. Of course, health, like I said, health is the main priority, so it has to be the first 3 sections that we're even dealing with. Now, I don't think my mental health is great. It's really not. But show me somebody that lives with chronic pain and illness and is neurodivergent that's also like, no, my mental health is freaking rocking, I'm loving it. I don't think it happens very often. So mental health is a lot. My biggest goals in this area are going to be to journal as often as possible, daily if possible. I talked a little bit about this in my, what did I call it? My wellness routine video that I posted a couple weeks ago. I have been journaling I used to journal a lot. I stopped for a while, and now I'm trying to pick up the habit again. And I'm really enjoying it. I feel like it's helping to give me an outlet and a place to like think through my thoughts a little bit. So I really do. I like journaling. So I'm trying to make it more of a consistent habit, because it is something that you have to make time for. And within that, and within my mental health goal, making time for creativity. I talked about it in that other video. If you want to see it, go back to it. I started doing a little drawing challenge for myself every month, and just simple drawings. Just like I used to draw all the time, and then life got too busy and I started having chronic pain in my hands. So I don't draw anymore, because I can't do the big complex drawings that I used to. So I'm trying to get back into drawing a little bit, trying to pick up that skill again. But I'm keeping the drawings small. They're small and simple, usually just line drawings with a pen, and I really like them. It's been really fun, and I'm really enjoying making time for that again. So making time for creativity and all of my little crafty hobbies is a big part of my mental health routine. Also, yes, I have a few things for mental health here. Also, mindful mornings. I'm really bad at waking up and scrolling. I don't want to do that. I don't like it. I don't like how it makes me feel, but I wake up really, really early against my will. I don't want to be a morning person. I would rather be sleeping. But I wake up really early, and then, my stomach hurts or my body hurts, and I just end up waking up, and I lay on the couch because that's literally all I can do at that hour. I'm talking sometimes 4 a.m., just wide awake. So I end up scrolling on my phone for hours, and that's so bad. It's so bad for everybody. Nobody should be doing that. So I want to try and stop doing that a little bit. and use my mornings for the creativity and for the journaling and for those things that make my mental health better. So journaling, creativity, and mindful mornings. Next area is my skills. I have a few skills that I would like to develop this year. Professional development aside, we're going to get to that. That's a section in its own. These are for me skills and things that will make me happy and feel good. So one is homesteading skills. So I want to do some different homesteading skills, learning how to can. Since I have a garden, I want to learn how to compost better and how to save seeds. I'm going to learn how to grow my own herbs and medicinal herbs and make medicinal things. So homesteading skills like that, and also home renovations. I want to be able to take care of my house and update my house. I've got a lot of little things in this house that need fixing and replacing and updating and repainting and to make it feel more my own. But I'm not, I've done painting. I've done a lot of painting. And this year I also learned how to patch holes in drywall because I put holes in drywall. You can see all of that in the laundry renovation saga that I posted when I first started up this channel again. So I want to learn some home renovation skills. So homesteading skills is the first one. The next one is crafty hobbies. So I'm a little bit of a hobby hoarder, and I have a lot of little crafty hobbies that I like to do. The current hyperfixation is embroidery, and I just got myself a cool little embroidery hoop holder that I've got attached to my bed beside my table beside my bed. And so that's my current obsession, and I love it, and it's amazing. But I've got a lot of other things I want to try. I want to learn how to make carpets, rugs, maybe by hand with a latch hooking. I've got this idea for a moss rug that I want to make. And I want to learn more about pottery and quilting and sewing clothes, which also can go into homesteading skills. I just have so many little things that I want to try and do. So I'm going to have a list of those and systematically try different things. If you have any suggestions of things that you're like, oh my gosh, you have to try this, if you like embroidery and those other things, try this, please, again, drop them in the comments below. Third skill project. I couldn't decide what to actually call this. It's a skill and a project. I want to write a book. I love writing, and I've been spending most of my time focused on content writing and more professional writing stuff lately, but I really like creative writing, and I competed in NaNoWriMo twice. Well, I competed 4 times. I won twice. And if you don't know what NaNoWriMo is, look it up. It's National Novel Writing Month, and the goal is to write 50,000 words, which is essentially a novel, in a month. And I won it twice. So I know I can write this many words and I can formulate a whole plot, but I never finished them because I got to the end of the month and then I was like, oh, well, now I got to put my effort into other things, especially because they do it in November and then December hits and you're just too busy to carry on. So I'm going to actually just take this whole year to actually plot out and outline and focus on writing a first draft and then editing and doing the whole thing, because I've never done those things and I would really like to. And so that's my third skill, it's a project, whatever, writing a book. And then on that note, reading goals. I used to be a very prolific reader, and this last year, just because this last year has been very hard and I've been doing a lot of different things, I did not read as many books this year. So not this last year, but year before that, 2023, I think I read 50 books because just everything was working out for me for reading. And I was finding books that I liked and everything. And then in 2024, I decided I wanted to I wasn't really feeling the genres I was reading, the types of books I wasn't reading. So I wanted to find something new. And then life stuff happened and I just didn't get as much time to read the whole process. Anyway, so I only got 20 books read this year. I did find some possible new favorites. And I think I would like to do some more book videos in the future, but again, let me know if you want to see more of what I'm reading in the future. So my goal this year is to read 40 books. Nice and simple, double what I did this year, but not quite as many as I did the year before. And I'm going to try and work a few more non-fictions in there. Next section, rolling on, relationships. Like I said, I am a little bit bad at relationships. I blame the neurodivergence, but I forget to make time for people if they're not in front of me. So the friends that I don't see very often, who I just text with them once in a while, I don't know. Object permanence doesn't work for me, I guess. There's like, if people aren't around me and they're not contacting me, I forget. And so there's been a lot of times in a lot of relationships where I didn't show enough effort because they didn't. I think it's because they didn't show the effort. They didn't put themselves in front of me, so I forgot about them. They didn't reach out to me, so I didn't reach out to them. And then they weren't reaching out to me because I wasn't reaching out to them, and the misunderstanding and all of that occurred. And so I want to make more time for these people that I do love. I'm going to make more time. My main goals are making more friend dates every month and spending more time with my friends, and then planning monthly date nights with my husband, something that doesn't involve just going out to dinner, getting a little bit more creative with that. And yeah, monthly date nights and monthly friend dates. Career. Now, career is obviously a very big section. It is going to be up there with my health in priorities because I need to be making some monies. But my career path has entirely changed in the last year. I am not at all doing what I was doing last December. So it's kind of a little bit in a jumble, and I'm trying to still put together the plan for what I'm actually doing. So last year I was working as a support worker and as a fitness coach, and now I am not doing either of those, and I don't wish to go back to either of those because I really didn't ever like working in health. It was never my favorite. I had health-focused passions, things that I wanted to learn about that were health-related. So it was kind of like, well, I might as well make it a career because I got to get paid doing something and I didn't know what else to do. So now that I have done that and I've decided that it is not for me and I do not like it and I don't like working with people day to day, and that I really want to work from home. I really want to be doing something more creative, and I really want to be my own boss still. So I am working at building a freelance writing career. Currently, I am focused on writing content for health professionals. So if that's you, let's chat. I write blogs and ebooks and newsletters and website copy and anything else that kind of helps educate and market yourself to your clients. I write that kind of content. I'm very health focused, as we've already said. So that's the thing that I am most proficient. I don't want to say I'm best at because it's just I've never really tried doing the other things. It's just the thing I have the most experience in is writing about health. So that's what I'm currently doing. I also have my blog, my Chronically Cozy Life blog, which is the basis of this YouTube channel. And I really want to fully monetize that this year. I think I can do it. And I'd love to just be writing for myself. That would be most amazing. And I also, because I think that having multiple streams of income is probably better, considering I just lost my streams of income out of nowhere. So having multiple streams is usually better. I want to make content creating more of a thing. So I'm really putting the effort into posting these videos every Friday, sometimes Saturday, but mostly every Friday. I'm trying to get better at talking to the camera and filming and taking photos and editing. And I think I would like to work doing UGC content into my multiple streams of income. So that's going to be a thing that I'm going to have to learn a lot about still. I know a little bit, but that's my career goals this year. Freelance writing, monetizing my blog, and officially becoming a content creator and monetizing that. So there we are. Speaking of actually content creating, if you want to see some of my other channels, please check me out on TikTok and Instagram at Chronically Cozy Life. So drop all those links are down below. Check them out. Two more sections. Finance goals. The fun stuff, right? Okay. I don't understand finances and economics and how money works very well. And I probably should. And I've been mostly just floating by not knowing, but I feel like there's some things I might be missing and I would like to know. I don't like being ignorant on these subjects that are rather important. So I'm going to learn more about finances this year. That's goal number 1. Obviously, the other goals are entirely connected to me getting said careers up and going and actually having money. But if I am making money, well, I have to be making money, otherwise I'm just ain't gonna be here. I would like to pay down my student loans because I have too much student loan debt for courses that I'm not even currently using. I don't do any of that stuff anymore. They're all in health things and I don't want to do those things. So I need to pay down that student loan debt. I'd really like to have some money in savings, like some significant money in savings that could actually help with an emergency other than just a couple $100s. And if all of those things work out, I'd really like to buy a new car. Because I've been driving a 2000 Honda for the last several years. And she's old. She's a little rumbly. I love her. I love my Hondas. Honda, you want to sponsor me? Because I freaking love my Hondas. They are amazing. I've had several different Hondas, different types. I think one of my most favorite, so this one that I currently have, my Honda Civic, she's my most favorite. So versatile, she works so well. Again, 2000s, and she doesn't have as many issues as you would think. She's fantastic. Love her. But my other favorite was a Honda Accord that I had when I was 18. And she was also very old when I got her. I think she was as old as me when I got her. Same birth year. And I had to manually shift. It was an automatic. And I had to manually shift with the gas pedal. Loved it. Honda, you want to talk? Because we could do some things. We could make a part. I'm going to tag Honda in this. Why not? I love my Hondas. And they're just like, have you ever heard a story of a Honda just going bad? Have you ever heard of a story of just Honda being not dependable? No, you don't, because they're good cars. Anyways, I need a new one. I love mine. She's still working, but she's old. And I would like a new one. I don't need a new one. I would like a new one. Anyways, finance goals are to understand finances better, pay down my student loan, save some money, at least $5,000 in the bank, and buy a new car. All of this highly dependent on the career goals going well, but we'll see. And last but not least, my adventure goals, because I think we should always have adventure goals and we should be always going on little quests that take us off our little hometown map. Take the bus to places. No, don't take the bus. So I used to, pre-having so many health issues and pre-not having money, I've never really had a ton of money, but I always thought I would have more money, but so I don't. So I'm keeping my adventure goals fairly close to home, and I'd really like to make my main goal for this year to see more of the Okanagan. So that's where I live. Everything 2 hours of me is just freaking gorgeous and amazing. And there's so many different things you can go and see and do. And I've been kind of focused on wanting to go further, but then I don't go farther. And I just still miss what's right in my own backyard. And that's silly. We should see more of these things. And I live in a really, really gorgeous area. So I'm going to see more of the Okanagan this year. And that is my goals for 2025 and my new cozy planner, which I'm going to be including in a lot of my videos coming up. So again, if you want to get that, links down below. It is free. You get your PDF and you download it and import it onto a note-taking app. So I look forward to watching back this video in a year and see how much of this I did. That's mostly why I'm filming, is for the documenting and for the accountability. But I really hope that you're watching and that you're enjoying. And if you did, please make sure to like and subscribe and do all the things. Leave me comments. Let me know what you want to see, what should be included in my chronically cozy life. And if you have any questions about managing chronic pain and chronic illness and stuff like that, and that's something that you want to see more of, again, drop it all there below. I look forward to seeing you. Now I have to edit this video, which is going to be a lot easier than editing the other video. See you later.